So, do you have a posture for me?
Can I ask?
Sure.
Please.
Hit the tiger. When
Uh-huh.
I'm stepping out to my left, I'm noticing the pain in my right knee.
You want to be the guinea pig?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Come on out. So he's saying he has pain in the bent knee, in his left knee in particular, right knee in particular, when he steps out. So I've asked him if he would be a brave soul and show me so that we can maybe make some adjustments for him.
I'm here. And right there, I just
Okay.
had it as a
So-
push it.
Couple things to get you started. So remember, basically, what I just saw, and this is not a criticism.
No, that's fine, that's.
Is you went from here to
And
here.
I fell into it.
And there is a method to it so that it's part of it to turn this foot out. And then remember, you're going to step a little bit forward, not just straight sideways. So that my heel, in a perfect world, is basically on line with the toe. So try that and see. Let's see, even if it's not a big one. So sink down, get your toe, and you're still stepping to. No, that actually looks right. Optical illusion here. Do you have the knee pain?
No, but that also went slower.
Slower.
No, it's gone.
Okay. So, if you have knee pain, no two bodies are the same. But don't bypass that initial setup, where we say crouch down. I mean, my knee's hurting me today too. Everything hurts today. So, don't ignore or leave out the part where we say step out so that you can step correctly, right? And then continue, don't let this knee collapse in. Continue that rounding out, no matter whether it's going to be super tall or if you're able to really sink down. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, thank you.
So slower, round out with the knees, because it's very easy to put all your attention in that leg that's stepping out, and then you can leave this one a little bit delicate. So it sounds like that was a little bit shearing by stepping straight out, and you maybe lost some of that rounding out.
Okay. Thank you.
When you're stepping out, do you want it to be parallel or do you want it out?
That's more correct,
Just be
yes.
out, okay.
So-
I was trying to keep parallel.
Yeah, ride the tiger parallel as best you can. Understanding that the farther out you get, the more they're gonna do this. But if you just tell yourself, keep them, parallel, that the alignment will be correct. But in this one, yes.
They don't go parallel.
Huh?
They don't go parallel.
Not in this one. So in this one, and hit the tiger feet, which you will see in several moves in the form. What that means is the heel of the stepping out foot is on a line with the toe, and it's usually turned out a little bit, and the toe on the back leg is forward. So the bent leg is at an angle, the straight leg is forward. Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Any other hit the tiger questions? We'll just do some hit the tigers, and I'll come around and make some.
I do want to say that I've been working on your corrections to the compass,
Uh-huh.
and they work.
I love that. Thank you. I'm glad they work.
I have to remember to do them though.
You do. I mean, you get, yeah, with these, you really do have to keep your brain occupied. You can't check out. Which is, for me, one of the benefits of Tai Chi is that I cannot check out. If I'm going to do it correctly, I have to be mindful, which means I'm not running over the 50,000 things that I've got going through my head otherwise. So, glad to hear it. So just on your own, practice a few, hit the tiger, both directions. Very good. Yes, that looks good, Mr. Loomis.
It is feeling
Is it
better.
better?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I figured I had to be doing something.
And usually, it's a quick fix usually, so I'm glad about that, yes.
Because I haven't had pain before, so I knew I was doing something different.
Yeah, that looks correct.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. That looks really good, Mr. Payne. It looks like you're stepping out maybe an inch or 3 inches too long. So it looks like you're kind of like landing. So maybe bring it in just a little bit and see how it feels.
That's the easy way to move.
I know, it is.
I got it just right.
You did. That's very good. Yeah, that looks better. Mhm. And then I'm gonna do,
Keep my posture up.
I'm gonna do this, you take out, relax your shoulder. There you go, good. Round this out.
Yeah, I'm afraid it springs back.
It might, but I'm just gonna give your brain like, it goes here.
The roller door to the city.
Not quite so much, because again, it doesn't have to be totally rolled. Go, again. You wanna do it? Yeah, it's okay. A little more upright. There you go. Proportion, there you go. That looks good.
So you don't actually have to see your foot.
You do not. And
Okay,
again,
great.
again, it's again, so the question is, you do not actually have to see your foot. You can see your foot, depending on how big you go,
Yeah, whatever.
right? Which, yeah, I can, not me, this is not.
So where they
Maybe
go
when I was a kid, I could have done this, but I have too many orthopedic injuries in the wind for this to happen for me at this point. But, or maybe once in future, hit the tiger, I don't know, maybe I can get there. But, so, this is a really excellent question, like how much of a tilt do you do? So since this is pretty tall, so I'm gonna shift, sit back. I mean, I'm not doing this. So again, because I wanna keep my tuck and I wanna keep my loose waist and I wanna keep my shoulders down, I'm not quite, there we go. I can sit back a little bit without my knee hurting, but I can see my foot, but it's with my eyes, I'm not having to really wrench over. That looks excellent, Mr. Payne. So it's a proportional aspect to it. Yes, that looks really good. How does that feel? Solid?
Feels nice.
Good. That looks correct.
It's comfortable.
What
So-
really helps me is to remember that this is more of a step
Yes,
instead of a falling into it.
that's correct. So it is more of a step than a fall into it. I know what, in Tai Chi, we don't fall into our steps. I have to tell myself as well, you're right. So the more controlled you can be as you step into it, you're more at choice of what you can do with your body. So this is not in the Nei Kung book, this is just my observation that, yes, if you feel discomfort, like my thighs are weak, yes, that's appropriate. If you feel pinched or crimped or squished or some other kind of weird compressive sensation, you're probably out of alignment somewhere. There's probably an opportunity to relax or open or to be more rounded. So, and I think, here versus here, this feels weird. Like I feel pinchy, like I can't imagine being in a Tai Chi position and be like, "Ugh." But if I'm here, I'm rounded, I'm connected, my knees out, I've got my tuck, my waist is loose, my shoulders are down, my chest concave, and I'm looking over my shoulder towards my foot. I can see my foot, but I'm not over twisting. Similarly with this posture, with this level here, I wouldn't bend because I lose my tuck when I do that. So I'm more upright, stacked, sitting back. But if you're like CK2 and your backside's on the floor, naturally you're going to fold, but he's not bending over. That's a fold proportional to how low he's able to go. Does that make sense?
It does.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Couple more on each side. Don't wear yourself out. Good. Yes, ma'am.
So when, I was just thinking about posture and the hip level.
Uh-huh.
So when you do this, is the head sort of remains level, or just kind of,
That's correct. It goes with your body.
okay?
Yeah, so it's not like,
Right.
Yeah,
I was trying to go down. Okay,
your gaze changes because you've turned and you've angled your upper body a little
right.
bit. Yes.
But it's, yeah.
It's the waist. Yes, very good. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good. Good alignment. And if you're able to, the timing of this happening as you step helps put all the pieces in motion. So I know when we teach it, sometimes we like do the step and then the hands go up. But it's really one, and it's all one movement, both in and out of it. So as I step, I'm here, and as I come out, I push off and then come back to here. It does help. I mean, obviously there's no handlebars here, but this is the closest thing to like you get handles. It helps. last questions? Team? All right. Good work. Let's go ahead and bow out to our life skill. The path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. The path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity. The path of self-mastery requires balanced emotions. Balanced emotions do not yield to negativity.
Head instructor?
About to intermediate level students. Students at home, full access training is dismissed.